Trae, just what did you see on that last pass of the game to AJ?
I mean, OG was in trouble anyway. He had a tough spot. I mean, stepping up to take me. I was going to keep attacking to the basket and make him choose eventually, but he just chose early, and I just threw it over his head, and AJ went and made a play, so I was happy for him.
I think you guys were down as much as 9 in that fourth quarter, able to battle back, force overtime. Just what did you see from the resiliency of your team in this one?
Yeah, we just kept playing, kept fighting, and didn't stop playing. I mean, it's a long game. Teams are going to go on runs. They went on runs. We went on runs. So it's a long game. So you can't stop at any time of it. And we knew we had a chance to come back in the game. We just kept playing.
And being able to see your rook play the way that he did, especially in that overtime, just how good is that to see, especially you being one of his mentors in the league?
Yeah, it's great. It's great. I'm always happy when AJ had success, and I know it means, even if you won't say it may mean a little bit more to him because it's against his dad. And but I mean, it's always exciting to see people's success, and I'm just happy AJ got to have a night like tonight.
Tonight was one of your more efficient nights so far this season, and did it feel like you were able to just go out there and just play basketball like you mentioned that you wanted to do it after that last game?
Yeah, I mean, I knew, and also I knew how I played against them the last time. I knew I wasn't going to play the same way, and I was going to come out here and play a little bit better, and I just wanted to take my shots when I got them and just be aggressive, and I was just doing that tonight, and I was able to knock some shots down.
Do you think it was more of what you saw last time against them, that you knew how to prepare or knew what to do as far as offensively?
Yes and no. I mean, part of it was me, but part of it was just, just more experience with my teammates. I mean, I was early on in the season, and I knew I was going to play that same way like I did last time.
Any last questions? Thanks, Trae.
And I mean, throughout the whole game, I thought he came in and gave us a lift. He was able to knock down some shots, make some timely baskets, I thought, throughout the game. And the ball found him in the second half in that overtime. And, he was able to finish. Plays with a lot of poise, doesn't panic out there, and, made some big shots for us tonight.
And I think it was 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. It was a 3-possession game, and you guys were really steadfast on the defensive side, both the last few minutes and then in overtime. Just what did you see from the defensive performance of your team and allowing that to roll into the offense?
Well, we turned up our defense. We knew that Toronto was going to come in here and scrap and give us all they had. They played their game, had us off balance for a while there, but we was able to find a rhythm, find a combination of 5 that was able to get stops and make some baskets. And, as we tell our guys, it's a 48, became a 53-minute game tonight, and it took all 53 minutes to win this game.
And just when you see the poise of your team being able to finish this one out, like just how much growth does that show you that they're able to really get it done, especially when times get tough towards them?
Well, we talk about it all the time, 3 C's, being calm, being clear about what you need to do, going down the stretch, and being connected. And I thought we did all 3 of those things the second half and certainly in overtime to win that game. We didn't panic. They made a run. They was able to tie the game, and we made plays down the stretch. We got stops, so we was clear about what we needed to do as far as executing, and we wanted to get certain matchups. They were doing a good job of switching their defenders. The guys we was trying to get matched up with, they were moving those guys around. And I thought our guys did a really good job of being patient, getting to our spots, and then getting the matchup we wanted in that overtime.
Nate, was that final play in overtime something that you guys talked about in a timeout period, or was that something that...
No, that's a short clock play that we run, we work on. You never know when you're going to use it or need it. And, they executed the play perfect tonight.
And as far as AJ's defense, I mean, how has that kind of developed over these first 16 games?
Well, he's still working. They are going at him. Whenever you see a young guy in the lineup, they try to target. And I thought he did, some good job of just working. He's going to make some mistakes out there. I thought Clint did a really good job of covering for our guys when we had breakdowns on the perimeter. But he has to continue to work and learn to defend, pick and rolls as well as pin downs. But he comes in and he plays with a lot of confidence, and that's a good thing. And we'll figure out where to place him and how to use him.
Coach, DeAndre Hunter had some really big plays in the fourth quarter. Can you talk about how that shifted the momentum for you all?
Yeah, he was big. He was 0 for 7 in the first half, and couldn't make a shot. And I think he was maybe 5 for 7 in the second half, and stayed with it. Got to the free throw line 10 or 11 times. So that is another sign of showing growth. Sometimes, when guys, especially young guys, they don't have a good first half, they feel like it's not their night. He stayed with it. We stayed with him. And he came through big for us the second half.
Coach, Clint had 18 points, 14 rebounds, but defensively he was big with 3 blocks. Can you speak about his game?
He was big. He got the defensive player of the game for us. Again, we need him rebounding, but we also need him cleaning up any mistakes that are made on the perimeter. And as you mentioned, the 3 block shots, that was huge, because they do a good job of attacking the paint and kicking out to the perimeter. And tonight he was there to cover for us.
And what is it about this Toronto team that give y'all trouble? It just seems like,
They scrap. You're going to have to beat them. They play hard every second that they're on the floor. They have a lot of like-sized players that are versatile, that can create mismatches and take advantage of those mismatches. So it's just. You got to scrap when you play them. And we said that at the beginning of the game, the team that scrapped the hardest and the longest was going to win this game. And we did a better job. The first half, we had 10 turnovers. Second half, we only had 5. So we did a better job of taking care of the basketball. And that was another key. We had to take care of the basketball because you can't give them their game, which is forcing turnovers and converting those into points.
You mentioned Clint was the defensive player of the game. Who was the offensive player of the game?
I thought Trae did a good job for us, but Trae gave that to a young fella. So he gave him 2 assists in the last 10, 15 minutes.
All right, thanks, Coach.
All right, go.